How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to episode 7 of Skylines with me, Canuck Turkey. So in this episode, I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing. I just wanted to start off by showing you guys what I worked on a little bit between episodes. Nothing obvious has really changed, but what I have done is you can see if we go in here, I changed it around. Those are all pretty much even now because it was draining us pretty badly. Loans are all good. Taxes are still at 12% for each type of housing. There we go. And over here, we went into city policies. So you can see power usage. It costs a little bit of money, but it moderately reduces electricity consumption. This helps with lowering the fire risk. Recycling helps with garbage, and education boost helps everybody become smarter. Taxation. These ones I didn't do anything for. City planning, though, I did high-tech housing. So this increases land value, so that's pretty helpful overall in the city. And let's just go in here. So we're still having this problem with deceased people. I'm pretty sure it's because of traffic. So what we're going to be working on in this episode, I've just decided this on the spot, is we're going to fix up this area. We're going to find a way to make this area, lighten the traffic load a little bit, by either having some way onto the highway over here, or I'm not too sure where they're trying to get to. But yeah, we're going to try and figure out a way to fix this. And so I'm going to make a cut here, and I will see you guys back in a little while once we've done some work. Alrighty guys, and we are back. So, bad news. Looks like we're abandoning ship here too. So you can see low land value because I can't actually provide any services. I have everything zeroed and we're still losing money. So, sadly enough, looks like we gotta start another world. I don't know, I just apparently really suck at this game. So if you're watching this to try and learn anything, just don't bother, okay? Seriously, I really suck at this game. Because as I'm seeing here, because you can see that it's just not holding out well enough. And yeah, so I'm not too sure what we're gonna do, but this is another nice failure. Actually, before we restart a new world, I'm just gonna return to the point because I have a save before we went and did all of this, which seemed to be what really killed us. So I'm gonna go back to that point, and I will see you guys there. Alright, how's it going again? Here we are, back in the original. So again, I have no clue how to alleviate this traffic. So what I'm thinking is we have way too many intersections here. So we can that actually works out fine, because we can use that and we can get rid of a couple of these. And we will leave those parts to coming in up here. And see, I think that one of the main problems I'm noticing right now as I go through is we have ways in, but we don't have ways back out. So I'm thinking if we give these people a way out of the city, just maybe, that alleviates some of the traffic. Let's see. It doesn't appear to be. Are we still losing money? No, we're gaining money again. That's stupid crematoriums right there. Okay, so now they have a way out of the city. That's extremely important. From what we found so far just by playing. So let's give them a way out on the other side. Come on. Don't be a pain in the butt. And okay, I guess we go over like that and across and down. There we go, now they can get out on there too. There we go, that is alleviating some of the traffic. That's exactly what we want to see. Oh gosh, where's all this coming from now? I can't tell. Where is this coming from? Oh, okay, well, let's just get rid of this, because they're not... I'm not sure. Because if they were smart, they would continue on and go up there. So let's, well, it sucks to you guys. You can't actually go anywhere on that ramp. Stop turning in there. Stop turning in. What's wrong with you? So now they should start using one of the other ramps that we have, and that should help alleviate traffic just a little bit. You can see down here our global happiness is pretty crappy. So we need to, if we go into the budget, we don't have much room to play with right now because again, we're having some strange problems. But you can see this did help traffic quite a bit. Except for this line of semis trying to get in. And get across and get around and all that crap. Okay, well this is, I don't know. We may or may not move to a new city again. I'm sorry that I have to keep changing this up, but at least it keeps it fresh. We're probably never gonna reach this. I just want to see what the monuments are. But yeah, we're just doing so badly right now. But I don't really want to start again because I kind of, this city is, I don't know. It's not working to the point where I want it to, but it is somewhat working. But yeah, like this area, that looks good by itself. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty, but when as a whole, it's kind of ugly. Especially since we need all these roads everywhere, and I don't have that managed very well. So I'm thinking if we start a new world, and yeah, if we start a new world, and we allow ourselves a fresh start at this, our population is still growing though, so that's pretty good. Oh, you can see our happiness is going up. Okay. So let's just see. Let's check out our traffic again. Where are our trouble? Oh, this whole. Yeah, we just are terrible with traffic. So I'm gonna declare it here. This is the end of this world. I promise on the next one, I will try my absolute hardest to carry it on for more than. This is only episode 7 of this series, and we're going on to our 3rd world. But third time is always a charm, so I guess I will try again. But I guess, I don't know, this game is still pretty new, so I'm gonna start right from scratch, show you guys everything from day 1. So I will see you in that world. Alrighty guys, here we are again. We're gonna go back to our original plan, back to the beginning. We're gonna go to islands, okay? So we're not gonna build this the same as we did the very first time. And this one is called Spring Valley, so maybe we'll spring into a big city. I don't really know, but yeah, you guys, these are all the stats down here: the oil, ore, farmland, trees, and water. And then we have all connections on this one, but we only have 60% suitable building area. We're gonna take that because we don't want to expand. Okay, that's obviously my problem with this game, is expanding way too much. So I'll load up the city and we can start going. Alrighty guys, here we are. We are back into the original islands. Okay, so we're just going to start off with the very basics. So we just want to have a road going in and around. And let's just pause the game for a bit because we're going to start losing money pretty quickly. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in our power first. So we want to check where the highest. You can see in here we're getting 8 megawatts. So we'll put these over here. We'll put in 2 for now. And what we want to do next, what's the difference in cost? 250. Oh wow, that's the same. You guys, if you remember earlier in the series, we built this one. Yeah, we're not going to use those. We're going to put in 2 of these right now, and then sewer, we're going to put right over here, right on the boundary. So it means we're running a little bit more power and a little bit more water, but it is worth it in the end. And wow, that didn't work. That really didn't work. Okay, well, why not? And power, those are connected, but we also need to connect this guy. And now we need to connect all of that to this area. So for now, I think we're just going to go out to here, just like that. And the water, we're just going to bring it off this line as well. Kind of follow the power lines for now. And then all we're going to do is start with our residential. So we're going to start residential off fairly large, just so that we can cover our bases at first. And we can do it like, yeah, that'll save on roads for now. So we'll start off and we'll zone this as residential. Wow, that was not very straight, but hey, it works out. And then we're going to also start off with a little bit of industrial. So we're just gonna go out here. I'm gonna make the industrial a little bit smaller than the earlier part of the residential, just because we don't need it as much. And then we're also gonna put some commercial right in the middle and on the edges. And then we hit play, and we'll speed it up a little bit. We gotta make sure we add the water in too. Now you guys just have to remember that you don't have to make these loops with the pipelines. I just do that because I like the look of it a little bit more. So you can see here we're losing money pretty quickly. It is purely because, well, they don't have power right now. Now that they're connected to power, we're going to start getting some industry growing and some commercial. And you can see the amount of money we're losing is going up pretty quickly. So again, we have we have very little demand for commercial, pretty good medium demand for industry / offices, and medium demand for residential. So now we just got to kind of let it run for a little bit, and you can see this number is actually going pretty quickly. We are on triple speed though, so we're still losing money quite quickly. But yeah, we're starting to get some cars in, and they're going over to... Okay, so this is kind of design flaw on my part. I should have put residential on this side, purely because that's where the most traffic is going to be coming through. Most likely, I believe. But we could also, in the future, there's going to be a lot of these trucks, so they're going to be having to go through here. So we still have some demand for residential, so let's just add on another little subdivision. And that did not work. Now I hate to be wasting money right now, but that was annoying. Oh, okay, we just can't. Wow, I can't believe I wasted that much money. All right, so we're gonna add in more residential along here, and we're not gonna put these into a circle because I know we're gonna be expanding along here more. And come on, we want to see this go pretty much to 0, so we're just gonna go check our budget. Yeah, we want those at 100 for now, if not higher later on. And yeah, you can see we're doing fine on power because we have 2 windmills. Water, we're going to be doing good on that for a long time. And yeah, we still have a demand for residential. So I like at the beginning, well, I'm going to start doing this at the beginning now. Hopefully this is the last time we have to restart. But putting in just doing the small sections at a time, rather than adding in a large area. Just for the pure fact that, oh, there we go, we're a little hamlet now. So now we can start adding in some services, and we have taxes and loans. So right away, since we get that boost of money, we're just going to put in an elementary school. We want to cover the maximum of this residential area as possible. So we're going to put that in there. The medical clinic, we want to cover everything if possible with our first one. And garbage, we're just going to throw that right on in the industrial area. So I'm just going to expand this road just a little bit. Now this area is already polluted, and I don't want to have to build any extra roads right now, so I'm just putting the landfill right in the middle of the industrial. It makes them not as happy, but it works out better, I've found. And the other thing we got, no, okay, that's everything we got for now. So we have to just keep adding on residential. And just keep on zoning. And keep on adding our water pipelines. And you can see we're actually growing pretty fast. We're still trying to get out of that. Oh, we're going down again. Alright, so this is another one of those things where we went too fast. But now what we can do is we can lower our budgets for these. And we should start to go up. There we go. So, let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, we should be getting out of the negatives fairly soon. And we still have a high demand for residential, so it's getting higher. And luckily now we're getting a demand for industry. And yeah, now we're making a little bit of money. Our services aren't too useful right now, but that's alright. We don't need that right away. So let's add in, okay, we'll add in some more residential first. just another one of the really small sections. Now these aren't really the most cost effective, because you can see I could go all the way along here with one road, and that would maximize profit in that, which I might change it to later. But again, for now, when we're trying to expand, this works pretty good. And then we could just, when we want to, I'm gonna do that right now actually. We can just expand this road outwards like that, and then we'd have all of that zoned as residential still. Well, after I rezone it, but you guys get the point of that. So, and then extend our pipelines. And we're just gonna take out this road, and so just so we can again get a little bit more residential. And industrial is on the rise, so let's zone them a little bit more. And let's add just another small section. So this is very repetitive. If you guys watched the first one, the first episode of my City Skylines series, you can I'll forgive you guys if this video has almost no views. I hope that I'm gonna try and label it in the title that it's just a redo it's just a restart. So hopefully you guys don't waste too much time watching it. But yeah, I hope if you guys do watch it, you enjoy it. Maybe you learn something from it. Maybe if you're just checking out the series, you can see a little bit later on. Alright, and our commercial is rising too, so add a little bit there. Commercial, really, yeah, you can see we added that little 4x3 square, and it's back to 0 almost. Everything else is growing pretty rapidly though. So we'll throw in that. And we're still cranking it on on triple speed, just because we want to actually get some progress done in this first 20 minutes I'm going to show you guys of this. And so we're just going to go in here and we're going to add a little bit more commercial. And yeah, basically the first little while is just fighting with this, trying to getting everything equaled out. Oh, power is having a problem. Yep, so we can go over here and put that in. Alright, and we can we'll go check out the budget. We'll crank that up to 114%, I guess. That should be good enough. And we should be good on power for a little while. Yeah, you can see we're still not good, but we're good enough. Does that make any sense? So again, residential is growing, so let's take those out. And actually, what we could do to save money and time is just do this. Alright, so this is how you guys should do it in the beginning, actually. Don't listen to my original plan, because now you can see I'm not wasting nearly as much space, and we can still cover it nicely. Let's try and get these back in line with the road. They kind of deviate off. There we go, worthy village. So now we have fire, police, and unique buildings. We can also put in some policies now, and we have more districts. So let's put in a couple firehouses, because I know those are really important beginning of the game. And oh, we don't want to be losing these buildings. So my advice for the first part of the city is, when you're just starting, don't worry about what is this going to look like when I get really big, because you can tear all this out. You can pretty much build all the way through and then start from scratch again. I say that loosely because you can't really just, it's hard to do that. You kind of want to build things so they are upgradable later on. So for example, we should be able to upgrade this area pretty easily, or just tear this area out without affecting this area when we start getting a larger city, before we can actually buy this tile to upgrade the road and all that. Yeah, now we're just gotta crank this up again. And yeah, for like the first 20 minutes, which is what I'm going to show you guys here, and then in the next episode I'll show you guys a little bit of progress in this. You just want to have that cranked up all the way, because you can see now I want to put a fire station in to help this area, and I can't do that unless we have the money. So it's a little bit of waiting. So I'm trying to entertain you guys a little bit with my commentary. And we can take this power line back just a little ways. I'm gonna pause it just so we don't cause any terrible damage. And we're just gonna put it right on the outskirts so we can maximize our building area. Let's just pull this back a little. Okay, we'll use this tool. So if you guys don't know what the tools do, this one, I can select an area at any angle. This is a small little circular one. This is a little bit larger, so that I can just brush along. And the bucket fill is the one you'll see me use the most, just because I plan out the areas as being that sort of area. So that's what I'll use, just like this, all the way along here. And okay, yeah, I'll show you guys districts in just a second. So we'll hit play, expand this out, a couple more. And, okay, we want to put in water. Yeah, they don't always work out perfectly, but it works. And yeah, we're gonna stick with that as commercial up there. Let's just check where we are with power. Not very good. So we'll turn up the budget on that as well. Oh, there we go, tiny town. Now we have high schools and these other new policies. I'm not gonna go through all those because I'm gonna go through those in a later episode, hopefully. So we'll turn that 120, and that should solve our problem a little bit more. And crank that up, and add another. We want to add a windmill. These are useful to a point, but again, they put out a lot of pollution, both noise and ground pollution, and they, for some reason, always seem, whenever I've used them, they run out very quickly of materials. So I don't like using them that much. Now you can see a problem we are having is we're gonna put the fire station in here, but it's not gonna affect the center road. But if we right in front of the fire station, actually, we'll just why can't we cut these ones out? Oh, right, okay. So now you can see their reach is they cover everything now. It's just because we didn't have this road really connected in, so they would have had to go all the way around and out. That just saves a little bit of time. And you can see, I guess I should get out and let you guys see. We have every firefighter in the city went and responded to that, which is good. We want to see that somewhat. And you guys can see if we go in here now, we are actually having traffic problems. So what we kind of want to do, it's going to involve tearing out some area. So what we want to do, we want to save up. And let's expand this out just a little bit. Oh, that was more than I wanted to. Alright, and then we're just gonna zone, let's put the water in first. And that's all you gotta do. Then we're gonna go in here and just zone this. We'll zone this whole side industrial as well. And these little symbols right here, crime rate is high, so we gotta add in one of these guys. We want maximum coverage right now, so we'll put it right in the middle. It's not really covering over there too much, but we'll put one once we get closer to this border. And we should be pretty good up here. So what I'm gonna do, pause the game quickly. We're going to take out, or no, that might not make any difference to this. What we kind of want to do, or have we unlocked them yet? We have the small. Oh, is that the large one? Small roundabout. All right, so what we can do. Oh, that's a lot of area to tear out, but it might be kind of useful. All right, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is tear out these. Actually, I'll do that in between episodes, but for now, I'll just keep showing you guys how to do the rest of this. So demand is rising for commercial, add in a little bit of commercial. We also have access to a high school, which costs 24, and you guys can see we're quite a ways from that. Unique buildings, these are just like parks, so they help out with that same thing. We'll add in a couple parks, just for the well-being of everybody in our city. So you can see kind of a faint green circle. I don't know how well that'll come in on YouTube, but there is a circle there. and that just shows the area of effect. And there we go. And we'll put one over in the industrial area as well. They're all the same park for now. If you guys are wondering, this one, we did that in an earlier episode. We built our own park. The only way to get these images for it, I believe, is to take some kind of 3D screenshot. Still not sure how to do that. But also you can see water 0, electricity 0. But this also does not provide any happiness or anything. So it's not a very, I didn't change that, but it looks pretty good, so that's all I wanted it for, really. And power is a problem again. So the big problem with the windmills is they don't really provide enough power. Like you can see, we added that one and it only went up. It was there and then it moved up to there, so they don't change it that much compared to what our demand is growing to. So we have high demand for residential. And we can't even afford roads. All right, there we go. Now water piping. Water pipes are really cheap, surprisingly. Not enough money. There we go. And we'll zone this now. And you can see we'll probably be able to. All right, so we are city limits right now. Oh, of course. There we go. That'll work for now. It's kind of at an angle, but kind of crooked, and it's kind of annoying me, but no big deal for now. And then we can just throw this in. There we go. And that is that residential area, so now we're going to have to expand up this way more once we get more of a demand. So, let's see. Okay, when you have a problem with not enough workers, which should be getting solved. So the only problem with this setup that I have now is if they live over here, they have to go all the way and up and around, and yeah. So what we're going to do, just for the sake of it, is put that in there. That just allows them to get around a little bit easier. We'll put this intersection in here too. We lose a little bit of commercial area, but it's not too bad. And yeah, I guess this is kind of our main street right here. We got another. This one's kind of lower, but this is the first one everyone sees. And yeah, so let's just do a little bit of the camera mod, or not camera mod, but oh, there we go. And I guess this will be the screenshot for the video. There we go. You guys get to see how that happens. You just zoom in a lot and it gets pretty cool. We got a fire here with, there's the fire trucks. And there we go. Alright, so we are just about out of time for this episode. So what I'm going to do in between episodes, I'm going to work on this, settle some of these demands. I'll probably expand the city quite a bit compared to what you guys are seeing right now. Not going to get to the stage of our other 2 cities that we've gone through in this series. I'm just going to get it going a little bit more, and I'll continue just with this step-by-step process with you guys, and I will see you in the next episode.